really who you are. This is the hd7570. So it's a cut down version of very like performance is very low, not cut down version from the 7770, but the performance is so called cut down, half the performance or even less half, because half is the R7 250 DDR3 version, maybe the half the performance of the HD7770. And this card is literally a very like undergraded version, just low profile, and performance is very less than what we expect from the card. Why do I make this video? Because this card, I think it's because of the system RAM insufficiency. Last time it's very underperform. It only uses 15% of its usage as following the MSI afterburner. So let's check what if it really can do with 8 gigs RAM and CPU FX 4100. Jambeji, codename is Scorpion, maybe. Let's check it. As you can see here, this is the upgraded version from the 7570. This is the 8570, and this one is renamed as R7240, and this card is 1 gig DDR3 version, so this is quite nice. And this is performance or the benchmark is as same as the GeForce GT 635. That score is the same in some Korean website. In the article, the benchmark score is exactly same as the HD 8570, this one I mean. So the equivalent to NVIDIA one is the GT 635. So that's also interesting. I'd like to make a benchmark because especially like a Doom games, NVIDIA games is much better than AMD. So later we'll see about this card again, revisit. So I will install this and let's check that about game Doom. So what I believe is this card is better than GT440. Actually, it should be overwhelming if we see the spec. That one was 512 megabyte VRAM one, and this card is 1 gigabyte VRAM. But I think the system RAM was not sufficient for the Windows 10 with only 4 gigabyte system RAM. So this time we will run the Doom original Doom 3 with OS Windows 7, and the system RAM is 8 gigabyte. This card cannot support the latest driver. That means it's last driver for the DirectX 11, and qualified version is 15, as you know, 15.7.1 Catalyst. So I'm installing that now. So I'm installing the driver. And I'm trying to talking about DDR5, DDR3 difference. As you can see, or the as you so far you can see the difference of the core clocks and the memory clocks, and the core clocks higher is much important, and memory clocks, yes, also higher is better than lower memory clocks if the conditions are same. But this one is HD 8570, and in this machine, now the installing card is 7570, and 8570 has the DDR3 1 gigabyte VRAM, and 7570 has the 1 gigabyte GDDR5 VRAM. And many people believe, until the latest driver came out, they believe hd7570 is better than 8570, but that's not true. 8570 with 1 gigabyte DDR3 VRAM is much better performance. Maybe the old games uh, get some better performance because of the fast VRAM. But basically, this one has the higher core clocks and very easy to overclock, even up to the 1000 gigahertz. And without overclock, this one is much better anyway. Basic core is much higher than the hd7570. So this one is upgraded version and performs better. And we cannot avoid the 1 gigabyte VRAM limitation, so that makes a little bit sad when the game stutters because of the VRAM 1 gigabyte. So especially the moment I am clap my hands for this card, and soon it begins to stutter because of 1 gigabyte VRAM, my last videos. So that moment is the very funny, and that's the best moment of my recording the video games, because I'm lying, I'm telling a lie. My lies are turned out to be really a lie. So all the words come from my mouth is a lie, all lies. So that moment is ironically the most funny part of my videos, my nonsense comments. Nonetheless, I'm still available to record the video, and this time is available for me to record. I'm very lucky person, and I'm happy to record this. Now it's fairly straightforward because all the drivers are caught. At first we will check the GPU Z. AMD hd7570 series, and GPU is TUC, and technology is 40 nanometers. So this one is the same as the Fermi from the GeForce NVIDIA. So very old-fashioned GPU. And this HD 8500 series has the 20 nanometers technology, of course, GCN architecture, and could get the latest driver Adrenaline 10.x up to date. So this one is old, the spec is old, sub-bender there, and 128-bit, and bandwidth is very fast because it's a double because of the GDDR5. So if it's not the GDDR5, then it would be 25.6 gigabyte per sec, half of it. Anyway, the OpenGL 4.5, so this card can run every game installed here. So let's go to the straightforward now, to the benchmark. So firstly, we check the Doom tree first, because this is the most curious things to know in this video and the motivation of this video. Last time I recorded the Doom with this card and very underperforming than I expected, and I think that reason is because of the 4GB system RAM. That was the problem, I guess. So going to the straightforward to the game. So without MSI Afterburner or the recording, this card performs silky smooth. As you can see, but what I like to know is the percentage of the GPU usage. So I will turn the MSI Afterburner on, and I check the settings, on screen display, monitoring, and show in on-screen display GPU temperature, usage, on-screen display, on-screen display, on-screen display, core clocks, memory clocks, and CPU temperature, CPU usage, CPU entire RAM usage, and the GPU memory usage. Separately you have to check, and the frame rate also. So we can see the frame rate also. So let's jump into the Doom 3 again. So this card, yes, 21% you read, not 0%. 0% meaning the maybe the video MP4 MPEG 4. Yeah, 26 to 27. $29. Even this GPU doesn't work at all. 0%. So I think this is correct. Last time I recorded it's only 15% maximum as used, but now I see the maximum usage of 29%, or up almost 30% of the usage, and the stutters disappeared in my eyes. Compared to the last video, I cannot see the stutters.
Bravo team, entry secure.
Warning, coolant rod 2 offline. Main reactor operation temperature exceeding safe levels.
Marine, Bravo team is down. Their operational status is unknown. They were carrying a military transmission card. All of you retrieve that card and if the things further take their needed to send a distress signal to the fleet. It's the last hope to get reinforcements. Find that card and find it fast.
Attention, all personnel evacuate the facility.
We're gonna exit this game, and now we can check every games because 4.5 OpenGL can run even the Doom latest version of Doom 20 years after the original Doom. Doom Eternal will not be counted by my recording because it's a one level upgraded graphics card can run that smoothly, so bit overwhelming my graphics card, so I will not count the card for the record. But this card is very cheap. Tight budget you can get. In settings, ratio 4:3 and resolution 768. And the medium setting, this is a medium setting. Advanced, as you can see, all is medium. And I will see the frame rates. This recording will make you know that why people say 7570 is better than 8570. Maybe. But there's a glitches. This is not what it should be, what it looked like to be. Only 18. Yes. No better than HD 8570.
Demonic presence at unsafe levels. Lockdown in effect.
Too slow. So this is the interesting point. The equivalent card of HD 8570, as I told you in the beginning, is GT 635. I think Nvidia is stronger. especially playing Doom anymore. But compared to the Doom, the RE Engine games, Resident Evil 2, 3 remake demo, are much stronger to play with this card. Resident Evil 2 must work with this card because this card is a 7000 series. 6, but this card does not work because exactly rebranded of 6000 series 6570's renamed version. This card cannot run the Resident Evil 2, but definitely can run the Resident Evil 3 because 6000 series can run this game. This is not 768p because it's a 70%, so 7.68 multiplied by 7, maybe 4.9 or something. Oh, sorry, maybe. So this is around 5 more than 500p, but anyway, I'm not good at calculation, sorry. What I like to say is not as high as 768p. It's much lower than that.
Captain, this fine young lady could use our help.
But as you can see, now the GPU usage is correct. 99% usage.
To ask fine young lady her name. She is an elite operative of RPD Special Tactics and Rescue Service.
Okay, first things first. Need to get you geared up. Head up to street level. Find some fire.
Alright.
And FPS is good, and with AMD CPU FX 4100, it's smooth
Jill, it's me again. You topside yet?
Working on it. So what's the plan?
The old tanks got me clearing the
because
track.
it's
You might be in the subway infrastructure back online.
not bottlenecking each other.
Let's start by restoring
Almost 30 FPS,
Get you to the substation once you hit the main road.
Copy that. Let's do this fast.
just VRAM limitation, the stutters.
Gotta get that train.
But as you can see, I changed the resolution original 76.8, I mean 100% scales. It may be same as Doom frame rates. 23 FPS is the maximum, maybe. Yes, normal place. I think maximum is kinda 18 FPS. Average maybe. Yes, here this is the end. So this is the performance of this card. The latest, comparatively latest games, Doom and Resident Evil 3 And lastly, we'll check about crysis warhead. So this GPU percentage is correct here also again, and 30% at the Doom 3 original, meaning that only 30% usage this card can run Doom 3 perfectly. Last time with 15% usage with the not enough system RAM, it has a problem stuttering recording with the MSI afterburner, but with 30% usage it can run and record the Doom 3 original meaning the package. I bought the package or the Steam version, not not PFG edition. So let's jump straight forward graphics and advanced the highest settings. Yes, it's the highest setting. With this monitor, this is the max resolution and settings. Options, if you see, graphics is 768, no anti-aliasing, full screen without FreeSync, advanced is the enthusiast, is the very high settings, and everything very high. And let's get into the game.
Sierra 2 was able to relay images of the target.
0% GPU usage.
Nuclear fuel. The KPA are known to
That's
call
not
out those
true.
casks for carrying nuclear warheads.
Yeah.
We've got a situation here.
Sometimes it stutters and it says 0%, but the full usage,
Following behind, I've got another soft top diverting onto the beach and an APC pulling up the rear. I'm also tracking 2 troop carriers and a KPA chalk. But what the hell? Just tear up the whole damn resort. KPA trucks are pulling up onto the beach.
it's not so bad.
Okay, you fucked up. They called in reinforcements.
So its performance is similar to the GT730.
Coming in for the boathouse. Watch for shrapnel. There's 2 soft tops in the car park.
So this is it. 100% maxing out and if it use its 100% usage of the GPU, then it performs quite well. Overall average looks like a 30 FPS at Crysis warhead. So I think it's time to end this video. So hd7570, as I expected, is better than the GT440. GT440 has to run 50% usage to run the Doom 3 at 60 FPS, and this GPU even does not try to max its usage. It just stopped at 30% usage. I don't know why. Any other conditions are well prepared for run this GPU to max out, but it does not even try to max out. So I'm not a professional, and I'm not the engineer, I'm not the maker of the GPU graphics card, and this is it. Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoy this video, and I like to see you in the next video. Thank you, bye bye.